The tundra may not quite be frozen, but it's getting there as we work our way through December. The radar today, however, is clear at Lambeau Field in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A first down throw for Mills. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First down, Mills. Over the middle, that's caught by Schwartz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And early on, they're picking up right where they left off last week.
And I know a lot of coaches say each game is its own. You don't really have carryover. This feels like carryover. So much confidence from the previous game that they're using to their advantage now.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This defense for the Packers, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
On 2nd and 12, Mills. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. On 3rd down, here's Mills. He's going to drop this one down for Chubb. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. But Charles, a tough task ahead for this defense, trying to slow down Aaron Rodgers. What would you be trying to do?
I would think about selective pressure, Brandon, and what I mean by that is he's going to eat you up if you blitz him too often because he'll read that and go to the man coverage patterns. But every now and then you bring that pressure at him, make him deliver the ball on time. It's when he keeps the ball, maneuvers out of the pocket, and throws deep, that's when you're in big trouble.
Got a man, it's Tunyon. And some room to maneuver. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run.
With that down and distance, no real surprise they decided to throw the ball. But I think where the surprise kicked in, the result. Short pass downfield. That ball got taken for a nice journey to turn into a big play.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now a play fake. Rodgers drops it to Jones in the flat. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Go a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with
like
sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
Really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
The Browns drive about to get started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they've got to make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
On 1st and 10, Mills. And his throw here is incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Mills from the gun on 3rd down. Finds a seam inside the 40. And all the way down to the 33-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Play action now, Mills. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle and friendly partner. It's not that often the DTs have that type of easy access back to the quarterback. Never bought the play action fake.
Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Working out of the gun, Mills. He's going to air one out. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie Eric Stokes. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. So the interception there, and Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but it looked like a Packer was able to get this back, and they'll indeed keep possession.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. On play action. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend in the NFL. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking deep for Adams. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. And Crosby puts it through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A gain of 6 there on first. 2nd and 4. To throw, Mills. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll try the draw now with Chubb. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are on the field and they're only thinking one thing, get to the quarterback. And oftentimes you can bypass them with a running play.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Mills on 3rd and 2. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mills on 1st down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And this one is right through. And that will knot things up here late in the 1st half. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And here comes a return for just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. All even through one half of football as we get back underway in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the 1st half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this 2nd half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
That's thrown quickly out wide to Lazard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
It looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Play fake, Mills. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kingsley Keke. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. At that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Mills. It's caught by Hooper. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Third and short yardage, Mills. It's caught by OBJ. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Oh, he gets free left side and stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 8 carries for him so far. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field, going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be a second down. A give. This is Chubb. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
Now Mills. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So now here comes the field goal team for the third time today. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. A check down here to Jones. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On play action, now Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
Rodgers now on first down. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. And again, it's Rodgers. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Throwing is Rodgers. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Second down and goal. Rodgers. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. He's got daylight. 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 40. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw here pulled in by Lazard. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now it's Rodgers. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
First and 10.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked by the rookie, Greg Newsome.
And the Browns are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Packers pick it up. Look at the big man rumble. And it's a defensive return for a late touchdown. So they still need somewhat of a miracle here, but at least that gets them a little bit closer. So hold the phone here, Charles. I'd kind of written them off, but after that touchdown, certainly a long way still to go, but stranger things have happened.
Well, when you're going to have big second-half comebacks, plays like that have to be involved.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
2nd down, here's Chubb again.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
74 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory.